Hi everybody. So I'm Mithun, mathematics lecturer, Shubhodaya University College, Pune. So in the previous video we have discussed about the problems related on the reflexivity as well as the equivalence relation. So in this video I am going to complete some more problem which is related on the equivalence relation. So the first question among this video or in this video is going to be show that each of the relation are in the set A is equal to x belongs to Z such that 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12 given by the first one r is equal to a comma b such that modulus of a minus b is a multiple of 4. So second one r is equal to a comma b such that a is equal to b is an equivalence relation. So let me explain the question first here. So show that each of the relation are in the set A where A is equal to x belongs to Z. Z is going to be an integer here. So x is an integer, and the x is going to be obey the 0 to 12. Means the value of x is lies between the 0 to 12. And the relation R is going to be here. The first relation is going to be R is equal to a comma b, such that modulus of a minus b is a multiple of 4. And second relation is going to be R is equal to a comma b, such that a is equal to b is an equivalence relation. So we need to show here. So R is equal to a comma b such that modulus of a minus b is a multiple of 4. So let me explain here the solution. So solution of the problem 1. R is equal to a comma b such that modulus of a minus b is a multiple of 4. So here a is equal to so the given a is equal to x belongs to Z such that x is lies between 0 to 12. So it is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the given set A, and R is equal to a comma b such that modulus of a minus b is a multiple of 4. So let me explain the first one. A, to show the given relation is a reflexive relation. So here in the place of b we are going to just substitute the value of a. Then here a comma a which is belongs to R because we are saying here because modulus of a minus a is equal to 0 and 0 is the multiple of R. So in table 4 into 0 is going to be 0 here. So 0 is the multiple of 4 because a minus a is going to be 0. Again the modulus of a minus a is nothing but 0. Here the 0 is going to be the multiple of 4. So we can say that given relation is going to be a reflexive relation. So now we go a b just replace the value of b by a. So a minus a is going to be 0. So again 0 is going to be the multiple of 4. So therefore it is reflexive. It is reflexive. Second, B. To show the symmetric relation. To show the symmetric relation. How this relation is going to be valid for the symmetric relation. So they have given R is equal to A comma B such that modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. Suppose. So reflexive symmetric relation says that A comma B is a member of R. Suppose if we have an order pair of A comma B which is belongs to R, then A minus B is a multiple of 4. Clear? So I am showing here. Let modulus of A minus B is a multiple of observe here. Suppose A comma B is a member of R. A comma B is a member of B comma A should be present in that particular R. So to validate that one, let A minus B is a multiple of 4. Or we can say that therefore A comma B which is belongs to R. Just I am saying that observe here. Suppose A comma B which is belongs to R. Suppose A comma B which is belongs to R. Then A minus B is a multiple of 4. Or state that A comma B which is belongs to R alidre B comma A saha R alirbeku. Hagagi I am saying that A comma which is belongs to R alide yavrali R alide yaviti ide modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4 ante heltare. Houdalla? So ee gamana kodi. Then R which implies I am taking the minus sign common here. I am taking just minus sign common here. So it's going to be minus of B minus A is a multiple of 4 Why? Because in the modulus side we have modulus of minus B minus A again is going to be A minus B. So similarly we can say that modulus of B minus A is a multiple of 4. Therefore modulus of B minus A is also multiple of 4. Is also multiple of 4. Therefore B comma A is also belongs to R. So it is a symmetric relation. Try to observe here. A minus B is a multiple of 4 because already they have given in a relation such that A comma B which is belongs to R. So according to that one, I am taking just a negative side here. So negative side the common under the modulus, you negative or positive or the answer is going to be a positive number. So similarly, or positive integer. So similarly, we can say that suppose I am taking the negative side here. So it's going to be B minus A. Under the modulus, and then negative side is going to be a positive side. So it's going to be B minus A is also again a multiple of 4. Please try to understand here. The concept is too clear here. Suppose I am taking a negative sign in a term of A minus B. So it's going to be positive because under the modulus sign, the negative sign is going to be the positive sign. So we are getting B comma A which belongs to R. So similarly, when the B comma H belongs to R, already we know that A comma B is also belongs to R. According to the definition of the symmetric relation, suppose A comma B which belongs to R, which implies that B comma is also belongs to R, then it's called as a symmetric relation. So this relation is going to be a symmetric relation. The third relation is to show the given relation is going to be a transitive relation. So it's going to be a transitive relation. Then we have let A minus B, modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. Then belongs to R, A comma B which is belongs to R, and B minus C is also multiple of 4. Then B comma C is also belongs to R. I am taking two such situations that A comma B is belongs to R, B comma C is also belongs to R. Then we need to prove that A comma C is also belongs to R. Observe ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ if 4 is going to be divided A minus B ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ B minus C is also multiple of 4 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ this 4 is also going to divide the model B minus C. Then we can say that A minus B plus B minus C is equal to 4k ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಣ. 4k ಏನಿದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮ್ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗಳು ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ plus B minus B is going to be cancelled. The remaining thing is going to be A minus C is equal to 4k. A minus B is equal to 4k. Or we can say that A minus C is going to be the multiple of 4 and then or therefore we can say that the modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. A minus C is a multiple of 4. Therefore A comma C which is also belongs to R, A comma C which is also belongs to R, then it is an equivalence relation. I am explaining it again. So we have the set A is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 12, or we can say that X belongs to Z such that 0 less than or equal to X less than or equal to 12. Then the relation is going to be R. So R is equal to A comma B and R implies such that the modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. Then to prove the reflexive relation, here we have the element A comma A which is belongs to R, A comma A which is belongs to R, and such that the modulus of A minus C. To prove the reflexive relation, I am taking A comma A because every term which is belongs to A must be over the A comma A which is belongs to R. Then suppose I am taking A comma A, then it is going to be modulus of A minus A is equal to 0. Suppose in this place, A ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Just I am giving the value of A is equal to 4. Then what is the value of 4 minus 4? 0. Is 0 is a multiple of 4s. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 0 is going to be the multiple of 4. Then we can say that A comma A which is belongs to R. However, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ it is going to be a reflexive relation. The second relation is going to be to prove the symmetric relation. I am taking A minus B is a multiple of 4. Modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು A ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ B ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ 6 ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ 1 ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ 2 minus 6 ಅಂದ್ರೆ is going to be minus 4. So minus 4 under the modulus is going to be the plus 4. The plus 4 is going to be a multiple of 4. Suppose I am changing B minus 6 minus 2 is going to be 4. Under the modulus is again the 4. The 4 is a multiple of 4. Clear? So alagi B minus A is going to be the multiple of 4. Or you can say that by theory oriented. Suppose let A minus B under the modulus is going to be the multiple of 4. According to the given relation, A comma B which is belongs to is a particular term in a relation R. Suppose I am taking the minus A here. Suppose I am taking the minus A common here. So under the modulus B minus A is going to be the multiple of 4. Suppose it is going to be the minus sign. So under the modulus the minus sign is going to be the positive sign. So it is going to be the multiple of again 4. Suppose let me take the third one, the transitive relation. Here the modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. Then A comma B is also belongs to R. Suppose the modulus of B minus is a multiple of 4, then B comma C is also belongs to R. Then I am taking just adding two terms, the A minus B as well as the B minus C. So it's equal to 4k. Just I am saying that 4k because k is going to be some term. where is a multiple of 4, because 4 into something is going to give the value of a minus b plus b minus c. So here the b minus a, sorry, plus b and minus b cancels each other, then it's going to be a minus c, a minus c. Then a minus b is equal to 4k. Suppose a minus b is 4k, 4 is going to divide the a minus c as well as a minus b is a multiple of 4, because suppose you are going to multiply anything with 4, we are going to get the value of a minus c. So we can say that a minus c is also a member of R. Then a comma c is going to be R. Then we can say that it's going to be a transitive relation, as well as follows that it's going to be symmetric, it's going to be reflexive, it's going to be transitive. Then you can say that it's going to be an equivalence relation. Okay, so just pause the video to note it down. Okay, the second relation is given that R is equal to a comma b such that a is equal to b is an equivalence relation. We need to prove that R is equal to a comma b such that a is equal to b. So first one is going to be the reflexive relation. So reflexive relation already they have given the relation alle kottidare. A is equal to b agidare. A b ಗೆ equal ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ a ಗೆ equal ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Then here a is equal to a, then a comma a which is belongs to R. Here a is equal to a. Suppose I am taking 3 is equal to 3. So ನಮಗೆ ಈ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಗಮನ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ 3 is also member of R. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು? It is a reflexive relation. ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ these concepts are very simple. Second relation B, to show that this relation is going to be symmetric relation. So according to that one, let a comma b which is belongs to R. ಅಂದ್ರೆ a comma b R ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? This is going to be a is equal to b ಅಲ್ಲ, a is equal to b ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ. Then b is equal to a is equal to b is equal to a ಆಗ್ತದ. So which implies that b comma a is also belongs to R. b comma a is also belongs to R. Let me explain here. A comma b which is belongs to, because a comma b ಒಂದು term R ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, that's going to be present in a relation R. Suppose a comma b R ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು relation ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ನ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? Is going to satisfy that a is equal to b. Clear? So this relation, in the relation a comma b is a member, a comma b belongs to R, means a comma b is going to be the member of that particular relation. So in that particular relation they have defined that an order by a comma b such that a is equal to b. Suppose this particular pair is going to present in that particular R, then a is equal to b. A is equal to b, then it is going to be b is equal to a. A is equal to b ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Then what is going to be b is equal to a? B is equal to a ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದು. So b is equal to a ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ b comma a is also R. b comma a is also belongs to R. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? So it is going to be a symmetric relation. The third relation is going to be the transitive relation. To show the transitive relation, let a comma b which is belongs to R, a comma b which is belongs to R, which implies that a is equal to b according to the given relation. Suppose let a comma b is a member of R, then a is equal to b. Then b comma c is also belongs to R. B comma c is also belongs to R. Then which implies that b is equal to c. Suppose a is equal to b, then it's going to be b is equal to c. Then a is equal to b is equal to c. From this one a is equal to b is equal to c. Or we can say that which implies that a is equal to c. Therefore a comma c is also belongs to R. A comma c is also belongs to R. So which implies that a is equal to c. it is therefore it is a transitive relation. Transitive relation. Therefore, it is an equivalence relation. ಗಮನ ಈ ಒಂದು ರಿಲೇಶನ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಪೇರ್ ಈ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಪೇರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಒಬೇ ದಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ is equal to b. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ a a ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ a a ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. a b ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ b a ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ a b is also present in R and b a is also present in R. Suppose a b is belongs to R ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ a is equal to b ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Then b c is also belongs to R, then it is going to be b is equal to c. Suppose a is equal to b is equal to c, then what is going to be a is equal to c? A is equal to c is also member of R because is that a c is also member of R. So it is going to be a transitive relation. So it is going to be an equivalence relation. It is going to be an equivalence relation. So okay, just pause the video to note it down. So dear students, so this is going to be the second problem in this video. So give an example of a relation which is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. So before we move to that examples, let me clarify the basic knowledge of reflexive, symmetric, transitive. So a b are in a set. We have the three elements. R we can say that suppose 1 2 3 is going to be the given set. Let a is equal to 1 2 3. Then is said to be a reflexive means the every element which is present in a set A, the every element for every element which is present in A must obey that the doublets of particular set should be present in a relation R. Let me give an example here. So 1 2 3 is said to be reflexive means where the relation must contain 1 1 2 2 3 3. Suppose in these three order pairs, if one order pair is not going to present in a particular relation, then we can't say that it is going to be the reflexive relation. Then suppose then what is going to be the particular relation? That particular relation is going to be an identity relation. What is going to be an identity relation? Suppose the particular relation is going to be symmetric, then if you have an order pair of a b which is belongs to R, then it's going to be the second order pair b a should be present in relation R. Suppose in a transitive a b is present in R, b c is present in R, then a c must present in R. Or we can say that suppose a b is in R but b c is not in R, then a b itself is going to be a transitive relation. According to that, we need to give an example here. So according to that, so give an example of the relation which is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. Already I have mentioned that in the reflexive relation a 1 1 2 2 3 3 has to be present in R, but here the given relation, so which I have given relation 1 2 2 1 is going to obey the symmetric relation. 1 2 a b is there, b a is there, then it is going to be symmetric relation, but it is not going to be transitive because 1 2 is there, 2 1 is there, but 1 1 is not present in R. Well, explain here. A b is there, 1 2 a b is there, b c is there, 2 1. But what about a c? Here a c is going to 1 1. So this relation is not going to be transitive, it is not going to be symmetric, but it is going to be reflexive. Clear? That's the second one. The transitive but neither reflexive nor symmetric. It's not going to be reflexive. Reflexive means 1 1 2 2 3 3 is not going to be present in R, and it's not going to be symmetric means a b. What about the b a? B is also not there, a b is also not. Such type is going to be not symmetric. So but it's going to be transitive means 1 2 is there, a b is there, a b is there. What about b c? B c is also there. So b c is 2 2. A 2 is there, till 2. So it's going to be a b, b c, comma C is also belongs to R. So then it's going to be the transitive relation. Clear? So third one is going to be the reflexive but symmetric but not transitive. ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರಬಾರದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಪೇರ್ಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಸೆಟ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗಳು ಡಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಡಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್. ಅಂಡ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಗಳಿಗೂ ಅದರ ಬಿ ಕಾಮಾ ಎ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ 1,1 ಡಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಇದೆ, 2,2 ಡಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಇದೆ, 3,3 ಡಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. To verify the transitive, to verify the symmetric, 1,1 is there. Again 1,1. The A comma B, B comma A is going to 1,1. Again 1,1. So it's going to be symmetric. What about 2,2? 2,2 is there. What about 2,2? Again it is going to be. Already I have mentioned that every reflexive relation is going to be the symmetric relation, but every symmetric relation is not going to be reflexive relation. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Every reflexive relation symmetric relation ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ, but every symmetric relation is not going to be a reflexive relation. Then what about 1,2? 1,2 ಇದೆ, 2,1 ಇದೆ, 2,1 ಇದೆ, 1,2. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ symmetric ಆಗಿದೆ. 1,3 ಇದೆ, 3,1 ಇದೆ. So ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ symmetric ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರಬಾರದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 1,1 ಇದೆ. again 1 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ? 1,2 ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಈಗ? ಸೊ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರಬಾರದು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 3,1 ಇದೆ, 1,3 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು? ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರಬಾರದು. ಆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್. ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಡಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. 1,1 ಇದೆ, 2,2 ಇದೆ, ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಯಿತು. 1,2 ಇದೆ, 2,1 ಇದೆ, ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 1,1 1,1 1,1. Every reflexive is again going to be transitive. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 2,2 is also transitive. What about the 1,2? 1,2 2,1 ಇದೆ, 1,1 ಇದೆಯಾ? S. 1,2 ಇದೆ, 2,2 ಇದೆ, again 1,2 ಇದೆಯಾ? S. So it's going to be transitive but not reflexive because 3,3 is not a member of R. Therefore it is not going to be a reflexive relation. Okay dear students, so thank you for watching this video. Please make sure that the basic definition of the reflexive, symmetric and transitive is very important. So just pause the video to note it. So in the next video I am going to discuss some more problems which is related on the triangle